Welcome to my YouTube show. I am Lazypug, and throughout this show, we'll be talking about important movies and why they are so cool. So when I think of important movies, I think of movies like The Dark Knight, Avatar, Jurassic Park, Norbit. But if we really are talking about important movies, we gotta go for the big daddy of them all, the Marvel films. And not just Marvel, the Avengers. And not just the Avengers, Endgame.
I get first crack at the big guy. Iron Man's the one he's waiting for.
That's true. He hates you the most.
That Robert Downey Jr. Whoo! Perfect casting, am I right, guys? So it's not enough that people know the Avengers Endgame was the highest grossing film of all time, or that it was critically acclaimed at the time of its release. I want people to know it's the most important film since 2001, Space Odyssey. Movies only seem right with some coffee, all right, guys? Whew. Okay, I think I'm missing something here. Give me 1 second. Sony? Sony owns Spider-Man? Fox owns X-Men? How many movies do I gotta watch to understand these things? Apparently they're based on comics. Who knew? 36. How many movies? Oh, shit. Apparently to watch all the Marvel films, it's gonna take 24 hours. Oh, I can't do that. That's too much work. I mean, I guess I can do what some YouTube critics do and watch 10 minutes of the movie and give a rating, but that's not me. You expect quality. I gotta get a sponsor for this video. It's the only way this is gonna work. Hey, do you run NordVPN?
I'm actually the guy that brings Corey his coffee.
What do you think of YouTube sponsorship deals?
They're very lucrative. You can make a big buck in this business with YouTube sponsorships. How many subscribers do you have?
This is my first video. But it's a good idea. It's about the Marvel's Endgame.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's got some legs. People are still into that. Would have made more money in 2018, but you know.
Let's ignore that. What do you think of Marvel nowadays?
Nowadays, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's complete trash. They brought Disney Plus in, there was like this WandaVision, Falcon is now Captain America, like what is that even about? I don't buy it personally. Then you got the She-Hulk, which is derivative, reductive, just disappointing. I mean, what is the point of She-Hulk twerking? I don't understand it. Tony Stark died for this. I mean, I don't know. I think Marvel is really falling off. Personally, if you're asking me, I think Marvel's falling off. But
I think I'm gonna
leave. Did you ever watch the Snyder Cut?
So Avengers Endgame, solid movie, great cinematography, and even better acting. Robert Downey Jr. should have won many Oscars for his role of Iron Man himself. No one could have brought that character to life like him. And Thanos, the villain? Whew, he scared me. I couldn't believe that they beat him at the very end of the movie. If this was on Letterboxd, I would give it 8 out of 10. If this was on IMDb, I would give it 2 thumbs up. Whew, that's cinema, baby. Who's that? What is that? Oh, it's you again.
If you really want to grow an audience, I suggest talking about movies that people don't usually talk about. Have interesting takes, not just about movies, but entertainment in general. You can talk about the dying theater industry. I don't know. I think you might be surprised by the response.
How so?
Well, I like where you're coming from with the whole MCU angle, but after talking to you for a few minutes, I can tell that you don't really have an interest in that.
Well, that's where you're wrong, buddy. I love the MCU. Gamora, Groot, the other guy.
Come on, Lazypug. Think about it. What do you have to say about the movies? What does Lazypug have in him? I mean, you have one take, I'm sure, that the world has to hear. What is it?
You know, it's funny you mentioned that. I got a few of those type of ideas. Like, I've been wanting to talk about how Suspiria has 2 different remakes that no one really acknowledges. There's the new Suspiria that just came out, but there's also this lesser known one. NordVPN guy? I knew I should have called Raycon instead.